Hey, what's up? Let's do this. Let's do a quick sound check. Jump on this train, get it rolling here. I have to do a sound check though because I think I'm clipping here a little bit, so I need to maybe turn that down. I need to stop yelling hello at the beginning. Hello. See how this sounds here, bosses. Right about there, maybe. Sound good? I think that's pretty good right there. I like that. Cool. Let's get this trainer rolling. Hey, Hoff here. Welcome to Hoffcast. Bosses. Cheers to y'all tonight. Thank you all for being here or watching this on a replay or whatever. And we're gonna have a good time tonight. Got a hodgepodge of things going on, talking about current events, world news. We talking about UFOs a little bit. Looking at UFO videos as we always do towards the end. We're gonna do an after show hangout for anyone who wants to be there for that, and I will mention that again later. So cheers to that. If you didn't just notice that little detail right there, if you're a long time watcher of Hoffcast, didn't notice that little detail, I'm not drinking from my Terminator Salvation mug or cup right now. I'm drinking from my new Cowboy Tears Campers mug from Oliver Tree. I thought I'd switch it up a little bit, get something a little bit different going on here. I like it. It keeps the drinks cold. Keeps my water cold. Keeps me hydrated throughout the show. So, all right. Let's get into this. Let's get into this here. First and foremost, I got to do my business here. I got to do Hoff business. Hoffcast.com. Hoffcast.com, ladies and gentlemen. Hoffcast says, let me know if you have any questions. You can contact me. Anyways, yeah, this is my website that I need to do way more work on. It's doing okay, but I definitely need to do more work on this website. But regardless, the most important thing about this website is the fact that anytime you want to know when the next Hoffcast live will be, the next live stream, you can find it right here. And it's the Hoff Direct. It'll tell you the title of it up there, and then it'll show you this week's live stream. The link is here. You can see it right here. You can see it. The chat's going on right there, the live chat. So you can just click on it at hoffcast.com. There's a lot of other little Easter eggs and whatnot throughout the website, but most importantly, and you can find those yourself at hoffcast.com. Have fun there. Connect with Hoffcast at the bottom. You got the Instagram, which I've been getting a lot of Instagram attention lately, so I don't even post much. It just seems like people just network, I guess, is the way it works. But if you want to say send me a private message or you want to be on the show or something like that, you can do it through the Instagram, the Twitter, and then my YouTube link is right here as well for the YouTube page. So visit hoffcast.com, ladies and gentlemen, bosses. How y'all doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Like I said, I will be doing an after show hangout after the dang show tonight. Of course, like to do that. I always have a good time there. We have a good time. Visit hoffcast.com. If you haven't yet, please do me a solid, because I'm going to try to do my best to put a good show on tonight. Please do me a solid. Hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed to Hoffcast, please subscribe to Hoffcast. Helps my ego out, helps my numbers out. Maybe one day I can make a buck off this crazy company, YouTube. I doubt it'll ever happen. I don't know if they'll ever give me $1, but maybe one day we can scam them out of it, So I appreciate y'all being here tonight. And also, if you want to go above and beyond, share it with your friends, share it on your social media, Hoffcast. Welcome people here to the show. Everyone's welcome here. You're all here to come and chat and hang out and talk about all the craziness that's going on in the world right now. So share it. And if you're a real boss, you're gonna ring the bell like Quasimodo, bro. You're gonna ring that little bell down there. So And, if all else, that thing's going to fail too. But that's why I give you Hoffcast.com. Ring the bell just in case. Cheers to you bosses tonight. Oh, I like this new cup. Keeps the drink cold. I love it. Camper's mug. I'm guessing it's going to keep stuff hot too. Got like some soup in there or something. Got some traveler's stew. Let me say hey to the chat here. First of all, Steve Harloa. Aloha to you, brother. Good to see you. Wiki Supremacy, as always. Good to see you, brother. He says, can I say just one thing? Normies are the freaking worst. I agree. And normies, you can't blame them. Some people just want to fit in. They just want to be told what to do in this lifetime. They don't want to, do any work. And they hear the phrase, oh, if you do your own research, well, then don't, because you're only going to end up in a rabbit hole full of lies. Well, welcome to Hoffcast, is where we try to go down some rabbit holes as much as we can on this platform. So thank you, Wiki Supremacy, for being here, bro. Appreciate you, man, as always. Love you, dude. Courtney, she says, yo, Hoffcast, how goes it? Going well tonight. Going well. I'm a little tired. I'm going to do my best to stay energetic for you all, though. I'm going to be all right. I'm not that bad. But I'm going to... I'm going to keep this train rolling at a steady speed. Barb, what's up? She says, evening, Hoffy Pie. Hoffy Bear, Hoffy Pie. A lot of nicknames for old Hoff over here. I appreciate you being here. Tell your boy to come by. Oh, real. We'll have, he's always welcome here at Hoffcast. Everyone's welcome here at Hoffcast. Cheers to y'all. The first of many cheers tonight. So first and foremost, you might be thinking, Hoff, the microphone looks different. It's not like dangling off to the side of you. Yeah, I got a new microphone stand from Amazon today, and I'm kind of worried that this cheap piece of garbage is just gonna fall over any minute, to be honest with you. So if that happens, I apologize. Trying to save a little money and try to have a better kind of aesthetic to the show. But it's solid right now, so hopefully we can get through the show with this thing and see how it holds up. It's got a lot of those cheap screws in it. I don't like those. I don't like cheap screws. Some people like cheap screws. I don't. Woogie says Hobby Pie sounds wrong, to be honest. Well, it sounds wrong coming from a man. I guess maybe from a lady, the ladies of Hoffcast, the lady bosses, maybe it's a fine compliment. Find labeling or whatever. I also got this. I don't even know how this dang thing works. There we go. I got this. I got a lot of new equipment for Hoffcast this week. My keyboard sucks on my laptop because I had to take the battery out and replace it, even though I probably didn't even have to do that. But I did it. And I feel smart for doing that. I'm kind of a scientist myself. And so I got this this handheld keyboard. It's like a Xbox controller that's not smart. But apparently you can attach this to all kinds of stuff, your TV or whatever. But I'm hoping this can help me kind of get through stuff a little bit easier here on Hoffcast. That's why I got it. So hopefully this can help me type stuff in, and I don't have to click on things a million times. I can get to the chat real quick, get up to something up here. It's cool stuff, man. It is cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff, oh man, yesterday was a great day. We're gonna lean into things tonight. We're gonna lean into things. All right, a little bit of chat, and then we'll get into the goods. I got enough goods. Don't worry, the show's coming. We're just gonna do a little bit of chat tonight before the train rolls into the tunnel. So I don't know if you guys know who Tom Macdonald is or Adam Calhoun, but I've been listening to Tom Macdonald for a couple years now. I'm not a big fan of rap, to be honest with you, but I like his messages and his music. Like, it's kind of like I agree with a lot of the stuff that he says in his songs. So, like, I've been listening to a lot of his stuff, bought a couple of his CDs, because, you know, he does it all independently, which I really, really, really respect that. The fact that this guy is like topped a lot of charts just doing it on his own, him and his girlfriend Nova, and they're just able to own the music business, doing it all from their own home and doing it from, like, they make all the sets and everything like that. So there was a new album that came out recently called The Brave, and it was like it was a joint album between Tom Macdonald and Adam Calhoun, which I didn't really know who he was until I heard this album. Love the guy now. Freaking love that guy. But anyways, I ordered their album like whenever it was available to order, I think like in February or whatever. It's been a while. But it finally came in yesterday. And I bought the pack with the freaking, I got the shirt here. The shirt came with it. We Are the Brave. It's a sweet ass shirt. And you know, I got the CD, and they only make a limited amount of these CDs. They're never going to print them again. And I got a hat as well, so it's cool. And it was all worth the money. It's a pretty good price for it all. But I got to tell you something about this. This is the coolest thing about this. So, when you order one of his CDs, you get a 1 in 20 chance to get either a silver or gold foil version of the CD. It's kind of like Pokemon trading cards. Like, you might get a rare in there. You might get a Charizard or something. So, and both of these are going to be autographed by both guys. And so I ordered mine. I'm like, you know, definitely not going to get an autographed version of the album, but at least I'm going to get the album. I'm going to get the CD with 5 extra songs on it. It's going to be cool. I'm going to get the cool shirt, the cool hat. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Well, bosses, it came in yesterday. I opened up the package and I could not believe what I saw. I got a freaking silver autographed version of it from Tom Macdonald and Adam Calhoun, and that's a 1 in 20. That's a 5% chance. That is insane. Sometimes Hoff here, he gets a little bit lucky every now and then. I cannot believe it. You know, I already put it in a CD sleeve. If you didn't see, I already got that thing protected. So I can't play any of their music on here, obviously, but if you want to check their stuff out, definitely do. Check out Tom Macdonald, Adam Calhoun, good stuff. I just could not believe that I got that. Sometimes things just work out, and it's fun. Life's fun sometimes, you know. You get a surprise every now and then. Say hi to Lowry. I don't know if he's still here. What's up, Lowry, my guy? He said just popping in to say, hey. Well, if you can stick around, if you come back later, you're always welcome here, my man. I love you, and I'd like to talk to you again soon on Hoffcast, so keep in touch, my guy. Courtney says, I wish Tom Macdonald didn't do the juggalo look. Well, he doesn't do so much anymore, but you can't really get rid of those tattoos, you know, and whatnot. And I agree, not necessarily a good look, but, you know, the music's good. The message is good. So I can kind of put that to the side. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of rap in general. I like some rap songs. I like some Young Dolph, you know, rest in peace. You know, I like some T.I. back when he was good. But, you know, I like some of the underground stuff back when it got too mainstream or whatever, but I'm not a rap fan at all. So don't think of me. I really don't know that much about rap. I do enjoy Tom Macdonald music though. So if you haven't checked him out, if you watch Hoffcast, I think you'll like the things that he says in his music. But yeah, I agree, Courtney. Yeah, the look, he kind of went too far on the look a little bit, but maybe that's why he's so famous, you know. Maybe if it was me doing that same rap, well, I guess Samson. You ever seen Samson? I can't show him here. He kind of looks like me. He's got the mullet, very similar. Samson's awesome. Look up Samson if you haven't seen his stuff. But cheers to you, bosses. Lowry says, let's do it soon. Yes, absolutely. I forgot to mention earlier, I do have a guest on Thursday this week, but Lowry, I would like to have you on very, very soon. Just get a hold of me, man. You got my number. But I'm going to have Lee from the Ravens Outpost on Thursday. We're going to do a show. So I'm pretty excited about that. I took a week off, honestly. I haven't done a show since last Tuesday. And not going to lie, it was kind of nice because I've been working a lot with this thing, and I've also been working outside of this. So it was nice to have a little bit of a week off, a little bit of a chance to get things in order. I've been trying to keep up with the emails that I've been getting, and I apologize if I'm slow on those, but I've been trying to get back to people as much as I can. So thank you all, bosses. I appreciate everything you send me. Let's get to this show here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's get to the show. I've been talking for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I ain't even got to the show. And there's a lot to get into tonight. I don't know where it's going to go. Once again, it's just a hodgepodge. I don't really have a whole kind of idea planned out for it, but I will make it work. Trust me. I will always make this work. So let's just, let me try to find something fun first. That's what I like to do. I like to lean into these things. So bosses, you tell me while I'm looking for this, how are you doing in the chat? Or if you're just watching this later on, ask yourself, how are you doing right now? Are you doing well? Are you having a good day? What can make your day better? What could you do to make your day better? Dang, I thought I had some like cool stuff up on here, but I don't know where it went. Did that window get taken down? Because I don't want to go straight in. I don't want to go straight into the nitty gritty. I don't want to do that. I know I had a bunch of good stuff. All right, boss, we might just have to do it. We might just have to just lean into it, like hard. Lowry says, my film is out. You're one of the 10 people I sent it to. Wow. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. He said you can show the intro if it's too long for your thing. If you want to, I mean, like, I might show it here. Yeah, if it's in my email, if I can find it, but I'm kind of just on the fly right now. Maybe I can find it soon, but I would like to show the intro, but I won't show the whole thing, man. I won't do that to you. I'll leave it to, I'll leave it to you to release on a level. Red Monarch, hello. Welcome to Hoffcast tonight. Cheers to all of you. Appreciate you all being here. Like I said, we're going to get into it. I thought I had some funny stuff up. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have anything funny tonight. I mean, I do, but just not something I had like a goofy cat video. Because on my last stream, I actually had to remove the cat video that I showed because it was copyrighted. Granted, Hoff here talks about crazy kind of things all the time. Makes a lot of allegations towards things. But the one thing that gets me a claim, not a strike, but a claim, is a cat video. It's funny stuff. Barb says, good day for me. Got a great massage and chilling with a little wine. I need a massage so bad. I really do. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Red says, Hail Hoffcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you bosses when you come around. Of course. We're here to have a good time. We're here to chat. I like to read all the comments as much as I can. Sometimes the comments blow up, and I just can't get to all of them. And I apologize for that. But I try to get to try to at least acknowledge everybody because I can't do this without you. I mean, I do this all the time. I talk to myself constantly, but Bane Bear, what's up, bud? What's up? How you doing, man? I saw a cool Lego DeLorean from Back to the Future. I was kind of interested in, It looked like it was kind of hard to build, though. I kind of watched a build video on that. Looked like, I don't know. Like, I feel like every time I built a Lego set, I didn't put like one block together the right way. And then it all fell apart once I picked it up. I don't know. Maybe I had weak fingers when I was a child. All right. I really don't know where to start. We're going to start with something. I can tell you all Yeah, let's watch one of these videos here. We'll do this. We'll start out with one of these. But I had thought I had something else, but maybe it got lost in the matrix. Yeah, I definitely had like a whole nother tab up, but I don't know what happened to that. Maybe I accidentally clicked out of it with my new device because I'm an idiot. Maybe I'll just go to my history or whatever. But regardless, we do have we got this video right here. Let's get into it. Let's do it. So this is a terrifying video of a tornado touching down in a Walmart parking lot in Round Rock, Texas, sends cars hurling through the air. I think God was in on this one. It was near a Walmart. It says, terrifying video captured the moment a tornado ripped through a Walmart parking lot in Texas as a man yells for terrified shoppers to run into the store to avoid the flying debris. Get inside, watch the video. It was posted on Twitter by James Watson, an employee at the store. So let's take a look at this. Watch out for tornadoes.
Oh, shit! Get inside! Get inside! Run! 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 Run!
Dang, man.
Oh my God, a car!
I don't know if I would, how I would react to seeing a tornado.
Run! Run! Run!
Because I've never seen one. Like in person.
Go, go, go! Stay away from the windows! Get away from the windows!
I've seen one of those, like, whenever the wind picks up a lot of leaves in the corner of a brick area. Sometimes they'll, swoop it up and you'll see some cool leaf action there. Leaf NATO, but I've never seen an actual tornado. I've had dreams about them, like kind of weird dreams. I'll talk to you about a dream here in a minute. But speaking of tornadoes, I wanted to, maybe I can look this up real quick here. Dog fends off tornado. This is a crazy video. This is a real thing. Think I'm full of crap? I'm not. I'm gonna show you this video right here. It's very short. This is like a little tornado starts and this dog just goes at it. I'm not gonna show the ad though, so give me just a moment here. I got so many tabs open, this thing ain't loading. There we go. Okay, there. So we're gonna watch this very short clip of a tornado starting and a dog. I guess I do have a dog video. Cool. Dog stops it. This dog is just fearless. Here we go. Oh, what is that? Oh, hey, is this a toy? What'd you? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Oh, no, where'd it go? That dog's lucky he didn't get sucked up. Dang. I would never run towards a tornado. Only Helen Hunt is dumb enough to do that. Crap, another video is playing here. I'm gonna say hey to the chat real quick here. LaSween, what's up, man? I'm glad you're here. Sent you a message the other day. Hadn't seen you around Hoffcast in a minute. I'm glad you're doing well and you're all right. I know you're a big Corbett fan. I looked up some of his videos recently. He does long type of videos, so I'm going to have to spend more time listening to them. But the guy is very smart. The guy knows his stuff. And LaSween says here in his comment, Corbett dropped an absolute truth bomb today in reference to the US, UK, and Canada releasing a statement identical to Russia and China's statement, both on the same day, both regarding their commitment to Agenda 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, allegedly. I have to say that. Nothing against you, LaSwing. I just have to say that. Fifth 90, what's up, my guy? Glad you're doing well, man. I saw that tweet you sent me, dude. That diagram, it's pretty wild. It's got me thinking about a lot of things. Don't know how to quite react to it, but it's basically a diagram he sent me about all the ways that human beings can be controlled through different technologies that humans have invented at this point, or maybe humans. Maybe it could be Anunnaki or something like that, or the Illuminati, or just the mad scientists. Who knows? But a lot of some of that stuff makes sense sometimes. It's kind of weird. Fifth 90 opened my eyes up to some things. I'm not gonna lie. So we got another tornado video here. This one says insane footage. Oh, insane in caps. Footage shows a pickup truck get flipped by a tornado and then drive away like nothing happened. Well, this is going to be good. It says multiple tornadoes blew through Texas on Monday night. As always with the tornadoes, you want to stay off the roads and get to a safe place. Sometimes, though, they blow through so quickly you have no choice. That's scary. That's what happened on Monday near Elgin, Texas, just east of I-35, where ABC News Channel 13 confirmed the NATO. Good thing it wasn't a Sharknado. But storm chaser named Brian Mfinger. Mfinger? Is that like... was chasing the tornado when he captured the incredible video below of a truck that gets caught in the middle of the highway in the path of a huge tornado. All right, let's watch this. Looks like the movie Twister. There it is. He just flipped. Oh, okay. He's like, all right, right back on the wheels. All right, let's go. Doing okay, just got flipped over. That's Chevy for you, like a rock. I want to see that again. Where the thing? Look at this thing. There it is, right around this area here. Oh my gosh, it's just right back on its wheels. It's still going. It's still going. Let's see if Ford do that, That should be a commercial for Chevy, honestly. Chevy. Even a tornado can flip you and you'll still be on your way home. Chevy. Chevy, that your truck's still gonna be fine. Even after you've been hit by a natural disaster, you could still make it home. You still take your bread home. Chevy, the only thing you're gonna have to pick up after you get hit by a tornado is your hat off the floor of this truck. Oh my gosh! It seemed like maybe it was a fun ride. Barb says, "Dude had to totally pee himself." Yeah, I mean, might have been a fun ride. But I think you find yourself there. You're looking at the road, and you think, "This is the end. This is it for me. I'm dead. This tornado is gonna flip me around. Truck's gonna explode." I didn't even get a chance to call my wife, my kids. Then all of a sudden, the thing just flips you back around right on your wheels. And then you just, whoa, here we go. Life back in order. Okay. Wow, what a wake-up call. I guess I should probably evaluate some of the things I've been doing in life if I've been given a second chance, like this guy in this truck. Either that or just send Chevy a lot of money. Thank you, Chevy. All right, bosses. Let's see what else. Let's see what I got on the list. Bum 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 boom. Let's do this. Let's get some easy stuff out of the way here. We're gonna do the little bit of Alec Baldwin news that I have. I'm sorry, bosses. I'm sorry, LaSween. I don't have more Alec Baldwin news. He's kind of getting away with this, pissing me off a little bit. Kind of pissing me off. This guy just going away scot-free after murdering someone, allegedly. I mean, he actually did, but anyways, it says Rust Armor claims Alec Baldwin ignored gun safety rules before deadly shooting. And that's not the guy with the dog. That's not the Rust Armor. It's this crazy lady right here. I don't trust her either. Don't get me wrong. I've seen one of her TikTok videos. Pretty wild. She's dressed up in demon shit, you know. But here, I don't think she's liable. Honestly, I don't think making a bad TikTok video or whatever makes you liable for a murder. Same time, I don't think a lot of people on this set could have been trusted. You know, I think a lot of them were incompetent for sure. Hannah Gutierrez Reed responded to a legal filing in which Baldwin said Hutchins told him to cock the antique revolver. Mr. Baldwin knew they could never point a firearm at crew members under any circumstances and had a duty of safety to his fellow crew members, she said in a statement Saturday, according to the network. She said, yet he did point the gun at Helena before the fatal incident against all rules and common sense. Dang. I'm starting to like her a little bit better now. Gutierrez Reed said Baldwin and others on the Western set had a duty and responsibility to call Hannah in for inspection of the gun and safety instruction before any gun scene was conducted. Hannah was not called into the church before the impromptu gun scene rehearsal, and she should have been, according to the statement cited by good old CNN. Good old CNN. The rookie armorer said she didn't know what was happening inside the church on the day of the shooting, and that the 63-year-old star was responsible for helping maintain the safety of the crew. Yeah, he was the producer, right? So, she emphasized the importance of training Mr. Baldwin in the cross draw, which is dangerous. That's not how I heard it happen. I heard he was like, the way he told it in that stupid fake interview was he said he was told to hold the gun like close to the camera and cock the trigger back. There was no cross draw involved in his story. So it's weird that's all kinds of different kinds of information going on here, different kinds of stories. That's why I hate Alec Baldwin. I'm just kidding. I love Alec Baldwin. I love Alec Baldwin like I love Whoopi Goldberg, Whoopi the Hut Goldberg. He never accepted the offer, and Hannah was not able to conduct that training as well as the other training she wanted to do because of budgeting and being overruled by production. An actor cannot rule that a gun is safe. That is the responsibility of other people on the set, Baldwin said. This is a rare instance where the system broke down and someone should be held legally culpable for the tragic consequences. I agree. And look at this guy. He's 63. Look at his hair. Oh man. Good old Alec Baldwin. Guy's gonna get away with it. Mark my words, he's gonna get away with it. There's no way he's not gonna do anytime. He's not going to see even a slap on the wrist. Literally, he's just going to get away with this crap. It's insane. He's going to get sued. He's going to pay a settlement or something. That's about it. Let me get to the chat here, you bosses. LaSwain, going back to his previous comments, said they worded it like, we plan to lead the coming world order and meet the Agenda 2030 Sustainable Development Goals and both sides of the phony baloney conflict. Yeah. That's some deep stuff we're going to get into tonight for sure. LaSwain also says, both sides of the phony conflict issued the exact same statement. In your face globalism. Nick Booha, what's up, man? How you doing tonight, bro? Steve says I'm super late, but I'm here now, so you can start over. Okay. All right, let me start over. Hey, Hoff here. Welcome to Hoffcast. I appreciate you bosses being here tonight. If you haven't already, go to Hoffcast.com, like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell. There we go. We restarted. What else we got here in the chat? Bane Bear says, promote Bane Bear's shizzle was on the list, right, Hoff? LaSwain says, Rust was always a bust. Tar and feather Alec. I don't even think it was real. I don't even think there was actually a script. I think it was all planned. I mean, allegedly. That's my own opinion. I'm not saying there's any truth or fact behind that. Or is there any evidence behind that? I'm just saying, when you get 15 different stories about like one person saying one thing and another person saying another, oh, there's a cross draw on the scene, or something like, or he had to point the gun towards the camera to get a close shot on the gun and pull the hammer back. Like it's none of it's making sense. And it just seems like, I don't know if they got their stuff. They didn't compartmentalize their people well enough. They all got their stories wrong now. They should have told them. Nick, okay. Bane says, I lost a lot of respect. I lost respect for a lot of actors after 2015. Same here. It's like, I was talking about this the other day to someone. I was saying, like, it's weird how like all these actors just lost their minds. Like actors I used to like back in the day, they all just lost their minds in the last few years. They've gone off on Twitter. That's all they do is they go on there and they make fools of themselves. But not just that, but a lot of them are paid off as well to say the dumb things that they're saying on there. I don't even know if 100% of them are that brainwashed or if they're just being paid off by the people who pay their checks. Because once again, we have to remember these people, like one of the dumbest, Mark Ruffalo, they're actors. They're paid to say things people write for them. So if you think that people like Mark Ruffalo are writing their dumb freaking opinions on Twitter, I'm not so sure about that. But he will do it on his Twitter for a paycheck. And he's protected because he's in the group. Because Twitter, Twitter is not going to ban Mark Ruffalo. Hell no. It's, everyone loves Mark Ruffalo, right? He was the Hulk. He's in. If you're a Marvel actor or actress and you're on Twitter, you can say just about anything, except for that chick from Star Wars, the Mandalorian, Gina Carano, because she said something real. But yeah, actors, if they're actors, that's what they are. Like they get paid to say things that people pay them to say. So why wouldn't they do that on Twitter or social media? They're influencers. They'll do it. Nick says, would you rather Alec Baldwin's 38 special or Cheney's birdshot? Oh, well, the guy who got shot by Cheney, I think he lived. So I guess I'd take Cheney's birdshot rather than dying. But maybe if I was the guy behind Helena who got shot in the shoulder, maybe I think I'd take allegedly. I think I'd take that over the bird shot. LaSwing says Corbett converts more normies than Manson. Speaking of the normies, melts them to the well. That's where Manson. I don't know if that's a good. I don't know if if that's a good analogy, but we'll go with it, I guess. LaSwing melts them to the bone like the Star Wars tech they used in the war on CIA-funded assets, aka terror. That's a confusing statement, but I'm sure there's a lot of truth to it, my man. Barb says Cheney bird shot, hands down. Yeah. I think that's what I'd do too. I think I'd go with that because you'd live from it. All right, let's get into some nonsense here, bosses. Let's do it up here. All right. This should be a good video. Wasted British woman assaults JetBlue employee, then berates them and cops as she gets kicked off the plane. So I thought this was I haven't even watched this one yet, honestly. I thought this would be a fun surprise for all of us here. So, but I like the headline. Jet 2 flight has been forced to land in Vienna after a passenger kicked off and started attacking fellow passengers. The plane to Turkey from the UK was reportedly diverted on Monday morning. The route was operated by Jet and descended into chaos around 11 a.m. They said one passenger spoke out. There was lots of noise. All right, let's just watch this. So this
Shut the fuck up, right?
Oh, jeez. Sorry, boss.
She's slamming at me.
So I'm not seeing much right now. I'm just seeing this lady. She got the see you next later word in that thing. Here we go. Here we go.
Show your head out, you idiot. You're not doing yourself any favors. You're not doing yourself any favors either. Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
We've all been there, right?
What have I done wrong on this flight? What have I done wrong on this flight? What have I done wrong on this flight? I'm out with your face. What have I done wrong on this flight? What have I done wrong on this flight? Do you have one answer?
We've all been there, right, bosses? Getting kicked off a plane for being too drunk. It wasn't even over a mask for a change. That was just a drunk lady, from what I know. It's good to be back in the good old times once again, where people aren't getting kicked off of planes for masks as much. It's just they're just drunk, crazy ladies. Nick said she needs to put on a shirt that fits and stop borrowing little scissors. That's what helps make the video, though. You know what I mean? That's when you have a good video, is when some crazy person is so disheveled and deranged. It all turns into this great work of art, in my opinion. That's what makes a good video. It's just mayhem and tragedy. Not so much tragedy in terms of people passing. Tragedy of humanity being so stupid. All right, what else we got here? We got another one. Oh no, not that one. Okay, I thought we had another one about a plane. I don't want to do too much of that. All right, well, I guess we're going to just get into this stuff here. Dang, I forgot. I got a lot of good articles tonight, and a lot of it's kind of just deep and dark kind of stuff. gonna be hard to get into sometimes. You know, it's hard to like make jokes out of some of this kind of stuff. So I guess first thing we're gonna do here is keep wasting your time. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay. I know I had a couple articles up with this. Let's see what we got over here on Babylon B. Maybe I can find one of them. What good entertainment. Oh, look at that. You know, I got to close crap out. It's not even worth it, bosses. I'm not saying the show. I'm saying this crap that you got to go through to get to a freaking article on this stuff. Not even worth it sometimes. I'm not clicking through 18 freaking ads to get to your damn article. You can F off. You're lucky I do as much as I do to get to any of them. Someone wants you to pay like $1 a freaking week or whatever just to read their crap, like Washington, one of the Washington Post or something. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's watch this one. If you guys haven't watched this one yet, we'll put this one up. This is a great freaking video. This is Prayers for Ukraine. I don't know if y'all have seen this one or not. I haven't seen it shared too much. Weirdly enough, my mom sent it to me. But this is this guy right here. He's a legend, I guess.
And we do have some speakers this evening. The first one is Alec Stein.
Hello, Council. My name is Primetime 99 Alec Stein, and I have a little presentation for you today. I have a little audio accompaniment, but I want to take a moment to think about the people of Ukraine and what they're going through. So I prepared a little song for them. Let me turn this on. I really want to try to help the people out there. Okay, guys? So let me just get it going. They call me Primetime 99 Alec Stein. I hope you guys like my flavor. Come on.
Hope you guys like my flavor.
Prime time, 99, on the grind all the time. Go insane for Ukraine. A bullet in Putin's brain. I'm prime time, always on the grind, always gotta shine. And you know it's no lie.
My best friend.
What? Oh, excuse me. Come on, audio. Where are we going? Now we're cooking, guys. I got it turned down a little bit. It's prime time. Let's start that one more time, guys. Come on in the audience. Let's vibe tonight. It's prime time. Officer, you know I'm on the grind. You know gas prices are way too high. Putin's got to die. Put a bullet in Putin's head. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm a freak for the vaccine. Vaccinate my body at the party. Sipping Bacardi. I'm the proof when I'm in the booth. Spitting on the mic. It's anti-vax. Putin hates all of them blacks. Putin is a bad racist. Put him in the ground, white or brown. And I'm in plain old town. And you know you just got found.
So
I'm
embarrassing.
A pimp on a blimp. Unless a steak and shrimp. No, you can't stop my shine. I'm number 99. And you know I grind and shine. And you know I do it all the time. One more time, I'm teaching class. This is your whole class. Zelensky is a VIP. Ukraine and I go insane. Put a bullet in Putin's brain. You know that is the plan. I'm a Zelensky stan. I love you.
I hope this is satire.
Zelensky, you are so smart. What's the smell? Did somebody fire? No way. What can you say? Vaccinate me straight or gay. I love you and I love to
It's gotta be.
and grind all the time. And you got that sanitizer. And you know I got that Pfizer. You know I stick it in my vein. Put a bullet in Putin's brain. Do it for the Ukraine. Before I go insane.
Legend.
I am a pimp, because I am on the blim. Eating lots of steak and shrimp. One more time, I 99. And you know I grind and shine. Gas price is way too high. Vladimir Putin needs to die. Gas price is way too high. Vladimir needs to die. I'm the truth in the booth.
Oh,
Take
the
a picture.
jacket.
I'm a winner. I'm going to eat you for dinner. Okay.
You want to go to?
I just want to say, I love you. We need to take out Vladimir Putin, like Lindsey Graham said. Thank you, Mayor Mullins. I appreciate the time. Peace. God bless you all.
I don't know if you got to pick the jacket back up off the floor, so bitch.
Instagram. Thank you.
We got you down. We got you down.
The next,
I don't know if I like that guy or not. I really don't. I don't know if I trust that guy. I hope he's joking. I hope that's I think it's a joke. It's hard to tell nowadays. So yeah, but that guy's out there rapping, you know. I think he did a good job. He's a little loud, you know, kind of like I was a couple times. Am I loud tonight, bosses? If I am, tell me to turn this crap down. Because I don't want another one of those streams where I'm loud the whole damn time. And then I only find out afterwards because I don't, you know. I guess I can find out right now. I can just listen to the audio real quick. Oh, I sound good. Oh, it sounds smooth as butter. Nice. Cool. So. All right. All right, bosses. Let's see what we got going on here. Once again, if you haven't, please like the stream, subscribe to the Hoffcast, and I will be doing an after show hangout, obviously after the show. I don't think I'm doing a super long show tonight. I do have a lot to talk about, but I don't think it's going to be like a 4-hour one. I'm going to try to start cutting them down a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it gets overwhelming trying to keep up with all these news articles, you know. Real quick here, this one we're not going to spend much time on. I just found this one a little bit interesting. Photos of Bob Saget's hotel room. We've been talking about Bob Saget a little bit, you know, on the Hoffcast here, about the mystery surrounding his death. What could have caused it? Maybe who could have caused it? Was it done? Was he just an ill man? Was he affected by something that is medication that was given out to almost the entire world recently? Or was it a hit job? Tell me in the chat right now, how do you think Bob Saget went? Do you think it was natural causes? Do you think it was the jab? Or do you think it was a hit job? Let me tell you, I'm on the fence about the bottom two. But anyways, photos of Bob Saget's hotel room where he died released by police. On Tuesday, in Orlando, Florida, authorities released images of the Ritz-Carlton suite. Ritz-Carlton. Oh, now I want some crackers. The late comic had been staying and gave a look at the padded headboard that may have caused. Oh, now they're blaming it on the headboard. But there was no. I didn't see blood on there. It must have been blunt force hard. Had been staying, gave a look at the padded headboard. The bathroom photos show a towel in the tub and toiletries on the counter. So it's likely he used the water closet before going to bed. Police believe he may have hit his. So they're trying to paint the story at least that he was. He hit his head and he did some things before he laid down. Police believe he may have hit his head on the bed's headboard. Oh, come on. No one's ever died from hitting your head on a headboard. This hasn't happened. Don't give me the bullshit here. Like, let's be honest. Like, come on. Anyways, let's keep going. Police believe he may have hit the bed's headboard sometime after 2 a.m. and gone to sleep thinking nothing of it. Saget died on January 9th, and the chief medical examiner concluded a few weeks later he died from the result of blunt head trauma. They also said, like, he had, like, way worse injuries than that. Like could not have been caused by a headboard that you just fell over onto. says here, the authorities have determined that Bob passed from head trauma. They have concluded that he accidentally hit the back of his head on something, thought nothing of it, and went to sleep. No drugs or alcohol was involved. So, I don't know. I think it's painting the wrong picture here. There's either foul play or they're trying to cover up, adverse side effects of current gene therapy that's going on right now. Allegedly. So, yeah, Bob Saget, we, talked about last week, they're not going to, they said, the autopsy. They're not going to reveal the actual autopsy to that. Nick says, my final straw with him was when it's, are you talking? Oh, never mind. I don't know what you're talking about right there. I think I came out of here with a comment that I'm way out of line with. Mr. Hugh, what's up? What's up, bud? How you doing, man? Barb says, dude, he had fractured eye sockets. I know about the body. Someone went buck wild on his ass, allegedly. That's what I'm saying, like the eye sockets and whatnot. Apparently, it wasn't just like a dent in the back of his head. There was no blood anywhere. Maybe you can just like dent in the back of your skull, but you'd think it would break the skin enough to, if you're going to make a dent in your head large enough to kill you, they would make like some blood or something, and that would have been showing up. I'm no detective. I'm no doctor. Just letting you know here. I'm a little bit skeptical of the whole Bob Saget ordeal. A little skeptical. I think, as it was Danny Tanner. Barb says maybe Kimmy Gibbler. Do you think she was jealous that she wasn't the star of Full House and she never got, she wasn't the star of Fuller House either? I don't know. I never saw it. But that McLaughlin lady, she's in trouble too, right? So what's going on around all that? She was in jail for, crazy. She, paying off colleges or some crap like that. So the whole Full House crew, man, they're all crazy people. John Stamos, crazy, selling yogurt like a madman. Dave Coulier, I hear he's a freaking asshole. I don't know if that's true or not. Just what I've heard, but sources are sources. But yeah, the whole Full House crew, it's all a big lie. The whole show, Full House, about a nice family that just have little issues and they get over them. All a big lie. All actors paid off. Just like this Twitter stuff going on where these actors are trying to tell you what you should support, where your ideas should go, what your beliefs should be, what your opinion should be. And I think just because they're a role model or they're a big star, well, they can go on there. Oh, we're an influencer. My words mean something to people. And look at me. I guess I'm being a little bit hypocritical right now, but I don't think I'm a big star. I don't get that many views on my channel. I'm trying to explain to you what's going on with these people out here who got the big heads. They got the big money, got the big wallets, and they got the backing of basically the New World Order behind them. Basically the plan, all the money behind that, Disney, the mainstream media corporations, all of them have the money to back them up. If they say something that's even so asinine, it doesn't matter if the actual population doesn't agree with it. They can still have the big head about it. They can still believe in it. And they know it's not going to get censored because the people who are paying them to say those things own the companies that they're saying it on, the platforms that they're saying it on. So good stuff right there, right? If you go against the grain, well, you better not do that. You get canceled. Oh, it's like the worst word in the world now. It's like, oh, you get canceled. No, there's so many other people doing great things out there. It doesn't matter if you get canceled, if you're famous or whatever, for saying the right thing or just your own opinion. There are people out there in this world. We've kind of made a separate view, like an anti-Hollywood or something, I think is going to come up. Like Daily Wire is doing movies with Gina Carano and whatnot, who was the lady from The Mandalorian who got canceled for, speaking her own views. Like they want to, they'll put up for women all day until, a woman disagrees with their narrative, and then they'll throw them out, throw them under the bus right away. So it's funny how the hypocrisy happens with that kind of thing. And speaking of that sort of thing, let's take a look at this. Well, okay, I'm going to read the chat real quick here. I just want to read. Barb said, no, old Bob bragged about getting with. Oh, yeah. Gross. Nick says, Full House is normalizing gay households in San Fran. 3 dudes raising 3 girls. Yeah, no doubt. Nothing wrong with being gay, I guess. I mean, unless you follow the Bible or reproduction. There's nothing wrong. Doesn't mean if you're gay that you're a bad person. I'm just saying it's nothing else wrong with that. So I don't normally like to get into these things. Since we're already here, we might as well just go through with it. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's do this dumb crap that's going on in the world right now. Let's talk about this. I don't like to, but let's do it. Because I don't like to punch down. I don't. I see the madness in the world, and I joke about a lot of things, but Hoff doesn't like to punch down. Sometimes you see shit that's so freaking crazy in this world. You just got to be like, what is happening? Where are we heading? Why is no one standing up for this? Why can't anyone stand up for this? I mean, some people are. We'll look more into that here in a little bit, or at least let's just take a look at this. I'm sure you've all heard about this article right here. I'm sure you've heard about the NCAA transgender swimmer that was ranked 462nd against men to number 1 as a, in quotes, female. And I'm gonna go off tonight. I'm gonna get a fucking strike. I guarantee it. No, I need to calm down. Hoff, calm down. Let's be rational. Let's think through this, and let's try to not go off. All right, as much as you want to. All right, breath. This article says, apparently when you can't beat the people in your own gender, it's best to just switch and claim you're a female so you can dominate. I feel sorry for all the young women in the future who dreamt of becoming number 1 in sports, only to be dominated by a guy who couldn't cut it as a man, so he claimed he was transgender and went on to dominate the women. Sad. Let's celebrate some men for beating women. Tom Macdonald lyrics, It's so disgusting.
Leah, how did that performance measure up to your expectations coming into this meet tonight?
I didn't have a whole lot of expectations for this meet. I was just happy to be here, trying to race and compete as best as I could.
You've undoubtedly been under the spotlight over the past few months. How have you been dealing
I'm
with
so
that?
disappointed with society. It's ridiculous.
I try to ignore it as much as I can. I try to focus
This
on
man
my swimming,
shaving his armpits.
what I need to do to get ready for my races, and just try to block out everything else.
What did that race mean to you?
It means the world to be here.
Look at this picture over here. Look at this lady in the cowboy hat over here. I like her. I wear my cowboy hat for her sometime. I like that girl over there. She's like, what is going on? This guy is allowed to compete against us? And this girl in the middle, I don't know what she's doing. I think she's just trying to pose. But this girl over here, she's a cowgirl. She don't want to put up with no bullshit like this guy over here. And let's not mess around. I'm not saying any hate speech by calling this man a guy. He's a man. He looks like a man. He's built like a man. He's probably still got all of his genitals until proven otherwise. Why is he swimming against girls? And I think that girl in the cowboy hat, I think I saw one of these ladies over here, I think it was her, was put on Twitter that they don't want to swim against trans men anymore, or trans women anymore, because it's just not fair. And I'm not saying anything bad about women. This is this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Where they get this idiot got a trophy. And the worst part about it is the fact that this guy, and I'm going to call a spade. Fuck YouTube, you want to come at me, or whoever, I don't give a shit, come at me. I'm not going to change my stance on this. This guy here who is celebrated for beating women, he was accepted into this. And he is too much of a psychopath or mentally deranged and thinks he's so much of a girl that he still stood up on freaking stage with that trophy, proud as hell with it, and let these women, that he's like 2 feet taller than these women. He's like a dang redwood tree over some like, you know, weeping willows over there. Weeping willow over there on the right. And this is just like, how could you, like, they let you in to the club and then you have the balls, pun intended, to go in and beat women and then hold your trophy like you're a good boy? No, this guy's paid off. This is a psyop. This is hands down a psyop. There's no way that this guy is not been paid off to do this. It's media propaganda. It's all over the media. It's happening all over. And they want you to second guess yourself when you call this man a man. They're like, no, maybe he is a girl. Maybe he could have kids one day from his vagina. Maybe he could be a woman. No, he's not. He's a fucking dude. It's like putting a freaking horse in a dog race or something. It's not the same. Once again, nothing against women. I'm trying to help the women here. I love the ladies. Ladies should not stand for this crap. They shouldn't. There's just no room for it. And nothing against women's sports, but, you know, a lot of women in sports complain that they don't get paid as much as the men. And that's only because the fact that it doesn't get the same amount of ad revenue, because men don't watch as many women's, or people don't watch as many women's sports as they do men's sports. And that's just the way it is. You know, it's not as exciting because women out there, they're trying to protect themselves a little bit more. Men go out there, they don't give a shit. They'll get a concussion. They'll get a broken rib or something. Women out there, they're like, I still kind of want to look good after the game. I don't really want to have a black eye, you know, so I'm going to take care of myself. We'll have a nice little softer game. And that's just ad revenue. There's nothing against women's sports. So do you think they might be trying to spice up women's sports by adding men to women's sports and under a trans disguise or something like that? Because in my opinion, it's a psyop. I don't know what is going on here, but there's no way you can be this psychopathic and go and beat women in a race as a man and then still hold the trophy at the end proud like a fucking piece of shit. This guy's a piece of shit. Even if he is being paid, he sold his soul, because you should never do that. It's so dishonest. It's such a scummy, grimy piece of shit worthy kind of thing. And I just can't stand for it. Like, this is bullshit to me. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I told myself I was not going to go off on this, and I went off on it. It's just so unfair to the ladies. Hoff loves the ladies. And this is so unfair to the ladies to see some guy going in there acting like a lady. Doesn't even look like a lady. He's got shoulders bigger than Big Mike Obama, you know. This guy's beating women at sports, and people are celebrating him. The people who celebrate this, you know, we'll watch one of these idiots right now. I'll show one of these. Okay, let's watch the rest of this, I guess, and then I'll show that one.
Here, be with two of my best friends and teammates and be able to compete.
Thank you for stopping by.
He doesn't look like a. What do you think I am to believe this crap? A lot of people do. Oh, William there and Leah. Oh, he took the L-I-A from William and made it Leah and grew out his hair. What a piece of shit, dude. What a piece of shit. To go up there and hold that trophy amongst them actual women athletes. And hold that trophy like you didn't do anything wrong. You know what you did. You know that's why they're not standing close to you. And you know that's why people are going to boycott this. And it is a psyop, in my opinion. But at the same time, like I said, this man, this guy, well, I wouldn't call him a man. Hardly a man. But this guy, this male, sold his soul. Someone's paying him to do this. There's no way around it. There's no way. So let's check out one of these idiots who actually agrees with this crap. This is so annoying. I'm sorry, bosses, but you're gonna have to see it. TikToker, good old TikTok, probably worst thing in the world. It's Chinese spy crap. Backdoor for Chinese spy. Wants women kicked off the women's team because they don't want a biological male changing in their locker room. Here we go, bosses. Let's see. Another day, another lunatic claiming anyone who doesn't agree with a biological male allowed to go into women's locker rooms or bathrooms despite still having all of their male sexual organs is somehow P-phobic. This time, this girl, whom I've never heard of, is attempting to make that ridiculous claim. Yeah, this person's an idiot.
Every day, it seems like Leah Thomas's fellow athletes get more and more transphobic. Now they're saying they're uncomfortable sharing a changing room with her.
Oh!
It's one thing to say that it has something to do with her speed. Like, that's transphobic too. But I can kind of understand.
By the way, I didn't know Rocky Dennis was still alive. This person right here, Rocky Dennis, I didn't know he was still alive. Anyways, go ahead. Another trans person talking about trans person. Let's go.
Coming from a place of ignorance and not transphobia. However, this is just blatant transphobia. Nothing to do with her swimming, nothing to do with her abilities. They just don't want to be around trans people. You, Penn, if you really want to show your support for Leah, kick these transphobic girls off the team. They're the problem.
You see how it works? So the eventual plan is to have an entire women's team, swim team, get the real women out of there and get the trans women in there so they can compete. It's just going to be another men's event eventually, right? Because it's all just going to be guys in women's clothing, women's bathing suits swimming. So they want to kick all the women out of women's sports and have men in women's sports because they want to have more money coming towards it or some shit like that. Or they want to put a propaganda piece out there, push a narrative or something like that. This is so cynical and disgusting. And they're trying to make people confused, question what they've known their entire lives, that there's a male and there's a female. And when they get together, they can make a babe. And whenever they tell people that, it's part of the depopulation agenda that they want to do because they want to get carbon output down. At least that's their excuse. And they don't want people around anymore. So they're trying to promote gayness. They're trying to promote trans. They're trying to promote any kind of thing that won't allow a man and a woman get together and make a baby. You've seen China do it. They had that rule there. I don't know if they still do anymore, but they had a rule like you have like what a baby, and then like the second baby comes out. If it's a girl, then see you later. That's all part of this plan. It's a globalist plan, allegedly, and that it's all it's sick because the people who want to control us, they can do it better if there's less of us. And you might be thinking like, well, Hoff, why would you think that? Why, if there's less population, why would they want less people working for them? It's simple. You can't control a bigger part of the population. You can control a smaller group of people than a larger group of people because their group doesn't grow too much. It's grown quite a bit. You know what I'm talking about. But they're trying to put this umbrella over their small umbrella over a smaller amount of people, in my opinion. And the only thing they can do about that is depopulation. When it comes to not reproducing as humans, they want to feed this agenda that it's okay to not reproduce. And it's all tactics. And they want to make people who do want to reproduce feel ashamed about it, or at least feel like, oh, I should have let a man beat some women at sports. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. All right? I ain't dealing with this crap. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. These people got no grounds on us bosses. They don't. We're smarter than this, and more people are waking up every day. And thankfully, at least we got this, staying on the same subject here. I'm glad that we at least got this. There's a little bit of a silver lining to it. So don't think all is lost. As long as I can find, I got 1 million tabs up. As long as I can find the tab. There we go. No, I know I got this tab up. I'm so bad at this tonight, bosses. I'm gonna tie this back around. It's gonna be good. Okay. All right, we got this tab up here. I'm a terrible tabber. I really don't know where it went. I don't. Oh, here we go. Maybe I'm just illiterate. Maybe that's the problem. But here we go. Feel how you want about him, but this one says Governor DeSantis declares Sarasota swimmer winner over transgender athlete. And I'm going to give this an upvote here. Let's watch this one, bosses.
Last year, we signed a bill to ensure fairness in women's athletics. We thought it was very important that young girls and women athletes in the state of Florida had the ability to work hard, to realize their dreams, and to compete fairly, whether it's in swimming, whether it's in track and field, you name it. And that's something that was really meaningful to a lot of people in Florida, particularly people like me who are parents of young girls. So that's something that was really important, and we're glad we did.
Imagine your daughter being beat by a dude.
Look at what the NCAA has done by allowing basically men to compete in women's athletics, in this case, the swimming. You had the #1 woman who finished was from Sarasota, Emin Wyand. She won the silver medal. She's been an absolute superstar her whole career. She trains. I mean, to compete at that level is very, very difficult. And you don't just roll out of bed and do it. That takes grit. That takes determination. And she's been an absolute superstar. And she had the fastest time of any woman in college athletics. Now, the NCAA is basically taking efforts to destroy women's athletics. They're trying to undermine the integrity of the competition, and they're crowning somebody else the woman's champion. And we think that's wrong. And so in Florida, I'm going to be later today, because this is a Floridian who I think deserves to be recognized. You know, we're going to be doing a proclamation saying that Emma is the best female swimmer in the 500-meter freestyle.
Hell yeah,
she earned
Ronnie
that.
boy.
And we need to
Nice.
stop allowing organizations like the NCAA to perpetuate frauds on the public. And that's exactly what they're doing. They are putting ideology ahead of opportunity for women athletes. And I think that there's just some people that are afraid to speak out and say what they're doing, but that is what they're doing. And so in Florida, we're going to be very clear when they try to do things that, when they try to undermine the integrity of competition, when they try to counteract the ability of women to realize their dreams. We are going to speak out about that. And so we'll be issuing that proclamation just because, as somebody that was such a great athlete in Florida, has now moved on to the University of Virginia, we need to honor that appropriately. And if the NCAA was willing to actually ensure the integrity of women's competition, she would have been crowned national champion.
That dude needs to hand the trophy over. The dude needs to hand the trophy over to the lady who actually won. Barb says, preach it, Hoff, take them gloves off. My problem is Hoff loves the ladies. Hoff loves the ladies, all right? And when I see a bully like this guy pretending to be a woman, taking advantage of women, that pisses me off, all right? It really pisses me off because I don't like that at all, because women are beautiful creatures and they have advantages men will never ever have in their lives. Granted, sports, we got to be honest, aren't one of them. And when you see a bully like this guy who tucks his freaking junk into his bathing suit and goes out there and beats women at a sport and then holds the gold trophy proudly, that pisses me off because I don't want the women to have to deal with that. That's oh my gosh, I don't like bullies. And what's worse than a man bullying women? Nothing. You're not a real man if you're bullying women. You're not. You're just not. And granted, this guy, William, whatever the frick his name is not a real man because he's claimed he wants to be a woman. So he's not a real man. So I guess that gives him the leeway to it, Yeah, I'm not a real man, so who am I? I'm on the same level as women. No, you're not. You're 2 feet taller, and you got shoulders wide as Sasquatch. I can't believe people support this kind of thing. How can anyone support this? How can anyone be swayed by this propaganda to believe that this guy swimming against women is a woman? How can you be that stupid? This world we're living in. Let's wake up to this crap, people. This ain't you can't be this dumb. You just can't. And I really don't think most people are this dumb. I think it's a small minority of people who are this dumb, who have a lot of voices, who get paid to say these things and don't get taken off because it's all part of the agenda. We've been through this. But we can't shut up about this. The people who are level-headed, who understand how nature, biology, the world itself works, we don't have to hate anyone because they're different. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we can't have men out there beating women and cover it up with a lie that he's a woman too. We can't have that. That's bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Like, we cannot have that. That's so stupid. We have to understand there are differences between us all. We're not all equal. There's people with the freaking equality bumper stickers on the back of their cars. Oh, I just want to slam them so hard whenever I'm driving down the highway. Just like, equality is false. There's no such thing. You cannot have, we can treat each other all equal. Yes, that's the point. That's what I'm saying. We can treat each other all equally. But we can't give each other equal opportunities and expect equal outcomes from those equal opportunities. Yes, we can all just be nice to each other. At the same time, you can't put a man in a woman's swim race or a tennis match or a golf match or football or whatever. You just can't do it. You just can't. It's... To me, I just don't understand how it's acceptable. Because no one wants to piss anyone off. Let's piss some people off. Let's piss some people off. It's about time we started pissing some people off, in my opinion. Fuck these sensitive ass people, all right? It's about time we started getting under their skin because they've been under ours long enough. These people want a war. They want this equality shit. We'll give them equality. I'll treat the man like a man. And I would fight that guy. I would fight that swimmer any day. He's got probably about a foot on me, but I'd fight him any day. Though I'd fight Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner. I'd fight him because he's a murderer. You know, no one believes. You know, same thing. Oh, he changed his name and his identity because he killed someone in a car accident, so he's got to change his identity. Fuck these people, man. I'm not saying fuck all trans people. I'm saying fuck people who take advantage of the system. If you're trans, I'm cool with that. You can be here at Hoffcast. I'll be your friend. But if you're being trans to take advantage of the system and beat women at sports, I'll fight you. I'll fight you. I will. I'll fight you straight up, man to man. Because you're not a real man. I know I can kick your ass. So I'd love to meet this swimmer. I'd love to meet Caitlyn Jenner's not too bad anymore. She's actually saying some decent stuff. But I'd fight that swimmer for charity, for sure. As Sam Tripoli says from Tinfoil Hat. Fight for charity. That's what I do. I don't take advantage of women and get gold medals. Piece of shit. Hoff went off there. Oh, man. I'm sorry. We got to change the subject. Hoff went off there for a little bit. I'm sorry, bosses. I didn't want to. I tried to contain it. I just couldn't because it just makes me so mad. I just don't like to see men taking advantage of women. I just don't. Get to the chat here for a little bit. I think I'm a little bit behind, bosses. Yeah, I'm very, 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 very behind. A lot of comments about a lot of good jokes about what I was just talking about. This trans, well, not trans. It's a man. You're not trans if you just put on a bathing suit and swim against women. You're not trans. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're just a man in a bathing suit swimming against women. Until you cut your balls off and you cut your old slinger off, you're still a man. You at least have to do that. That's the least you could do is cut off your manhood before you swim against some women. If not, fuck off, man. I'm still going on about this. Read some comments here. Nick says, that disgrace of humanity is so brave. Barb says, why wasn't more people disgusted when women tried to play football? Here's the thing. Here's the closing argument on this, but I will read some more comments. The closing argument on all of this, if trans people are good and equal, I'm just saying that. You already heard what I said, bosses. If you're trans, I'm not against you. Just if you're using the system for your own benefit. But if trans people are good and equal, and it's all equality, then why, and I'm not the first person to make this argument, why aren't women who become men dominating in men's sports? Why aren't women who become men MVP at the Super Bowl? Just like this guy was at swimming with women. Like, what? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's the closing argument. That's the final nail in the coffin. You have nothing after that. You literally have no argument after that. Because women who become men do not dominate in male sports. Once again, I'm not saying anything against women right here. It's biological, which is what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to having kids or reproducing, because they want to push this agenda of depopulation. So they want to make everyone not wanting to repopulate. And it starts with this crazy guy swimming, I guess. Went from Michael Phelps smoking weed. That was the biggest thing. Remember when Michael Phelps smoked weed? They're like, cancel Michael Phelps. He smoked weed. Oh my gosh. Now he got this. It's only been like what? Like it's only been like 10 years or so Hasn't been that long. We've gone from Michael Phelps smoking weed to, and that's not okay, to a man beating women in a swim race. Where are we going in this world? Where are we going? I don't know. I really don't know. Barb says Bruce Jenner still has genital. Yeah, I know. Cut him off if you're going to be a woman. Do it. Otherwise, don't claim it. Don't just put a wig on and grow your hair out. Dang, man. I just didn't understand that people were so dumb to fall for this crap. How can anyone support that? How can anyone? Well, okay, I guess, the people we're talking about, these crazy freaking idiots, they'll do anything. They're meth heads. They're psychopaths. All right, let's get off that subject. Dang, that was making me mad. Making me mad, man. So let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. I got so much up. I got a lot of show left. All right, let's get into this. Okay, no, okay. I know what I want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a good time. One of my favorite segments of Hoffcast, where we make fun of AOC. Oh yes, let's make fun of some AOC tonight. Where did the I want to try to find the other one, the other video. I still have that one up. It's gonna be good. We're gonna make fun of some AOC tonight. That's what we love to do. That. Here we go. I got it. Pop Culture PB, what's up, my guy? How you doing tonight, man? Clicked on the wrong one there. I'm lagging a little bit here. What's up, PB? You always make me hungry for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, PB. That's what it reminds me of. All right, here we go. Good old AOC. Oh, I love AOC so much. She's made me laugh more than most people recently. Most comedians, especially female. Is she a female comedian? Because she's hilarious. AOC goes off the deep end of crazy conspiracies, links fossil fuel extraction sites to kidnapping indigenous women. So this is not the video I was going to show. We'll get to that one in a second. This one should be good, right?
We have a crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous and Black women in the United States. Today, I want to discuss part of this crisis that is all too often overlooked, but whose evidence shows that there's a very meaningful connection here. The correlation between fossil fuel extraction sites and abductions and murders of Indigenous women across the United States. We're very lucky to have Miss Angel Charlie here with us today to start that conversation. Miss Charlie, let's start.
Okay, so the argument here is the people going through there are taking advantage of other people, I guess. So, you want to talk about conspiracy theories? You know, a lot of the people who, you know, they want to talk about Hunter Biden or something like that, which is proven to be true, and we'll get into that. Trust me, bosses. People, you know, they still believe in Russian collusion. Talk about conspiracy theories. Like, you got to be kidding me. So let's. I hope I still see video up. Oh my gosh, I want to watch it so much. I have a thing for AOC. Not gonna lie. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. This one's so good. All right. Nothing about her boyfriend's feet, unfortunately. So jealous. All right, this one says AOC channels her inner Biden during creepy whisper rants about capitalism. You know how Biden kind of like does that weird whisper voice. I think I have a video of that up a little bit too. It says U.S. Rep AOC, so bad she's a rep, once again made herself a target of intense mockery, this time for using President Joe Biden's notorious whispering shtick. Yeah, I'm going to click on that. We'll probably get to at least one of those videos. Talk about capitalism and socialism, two subjects she appears to know very little about. Yet in an Instagram story posted this week, she claimed, while whispering, that it's everybody else who's ignorant about the true meaning of capitalism and socialism. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is a gym right here. This is a Hoffcast gym. Good old AOC. Let's watch this video. Hopefully it loads. This lady is, I think she's insane.
Most people don't really know what capitalism is. Most people don't even know what socialism is. But most people.
Oh, it can't handle her huge face.
People don't really know what capitalism is. Most people don't even know what socialism is. But most people are not capitalists because they don't have capitalist money. They're not billionaires. Sometimes the label doesn't matter as much as just talking about policies. That's easier to understand. Do you think
I can't take it much more of that?
People just die because they can't afford it.
I don't get any more of that. You know, okay, let's be honest here about AOC. I wouldn't be upset if that swimmer beat her in an election as a woman. I wouldn't be upset about that. That woman is literally insane. Here we go. Let's look at this one. Speaking of, okay, why are they doing this now? Why are they doing the whispering thing? So freaking weird. Joe Biden whispers in the microphone. I think $1.9 trillion. Guys, shit.
Legitimate question. We asked three of them. The first one related to what again?
About the timeline, when do you get to traffic?
And you said when people are waiting for relief. I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential this week for childcare. A lot has been happened already, number one. Number two, I'm going to fight like...
Oh, it's pretty disgusting. if you ask me. Freezing up here, bosses, a little bit. Here we go. I'm trying to get back on track here. Maybe I need to pay my internet bill. I just did. Too many tabs. All right, let me see. Let's get to the chat here for a second. Barb says, Nick, you need some Bear Bleach coffee. I don't know what that is. Oh, Nick said he's going to pass out in a few. Yeah, you enjoy your night, man. Enjoy your night. Thank you for joining Hoffcast. Appreciate you. I'll be around for a little bit longer. That's for sure. I'll be here for the hangout afterwards if anyone wants to join in. Speaking of Barb, where's Real Cosmology? Where is he? Anyway. Nick says, the only AOC is the only thing that makes me think twice about donkeys. Swain says, I went to see the last American vagabond crew. I was told a story of resistance in a small indigenous Mexican village where a whole shootout went down over these kind of things. He's talking about the stuff AOC was talking about. But he also says, what in the F is she doing? I hate TikTok culture so much. Me and you both, man. Me and you both. LaSwing says he wanted read my lips moment out of that question. I don't know what you're talking about there, man. I'm just be straight up with you. Just be straight up with you. Sometimes I don't get all the comments. Mitz, what's up? What's up, Mitz? Glad you're here tonight. And Barb says, oh, Real's napping. Wake his ass up. We got a game to win. Fucking, Barb, take a stick of cheese and just slap him with it. He'll wake right up. He loves cheese. All right. What else we got? We got so much more, and I can't believe I have so much more. I always say, hey, I'm going to cut this down. I never do. Speaking of crazy political figures, take a look at this one here. I don't know why I'm lagging so bad. This article says, drunkard Pelosi she loves her Bloody Marys. Drunkard Pelosi goes gaslighting extreme. Claims government spending doesn't lead to inflation. Then blames Putin. But a couple good videos on this crazy lizard person right here.
Imprimatur said $1 trillion over 20 years is saved. So when we're having this discussion, it's important to dispel some of those who say, well, it's the government spending. No, it isn't. The government spending is doing the exact reverse, reducing the national debt. It is not inflationary, A. B, we don't want to reduce the increase in jobs, which we're very proud of. This president breaking records, historic numbers of jobs created.
She full of shit.
His term office, and a lot of it traced to the rest of the American Recovery Act. But yeah, we're paying very close attention to it. But this starts with Putin because of global inflation.
Who are these old guys in the back?
Beyond gas price. Global inflation.
Not our bodyguards, obviously.
Have to deal with globally, but we have our responsibility to deal with it at home, and we have legislation that does just that, increasing supply and again creating jobs in a way that is not adding to inflation.
And this lady, another one of them things like, how does this go unchecked when you got this crazy drunk? Oh. If I still have this video up, the Nancy fun's not over. Do I still have that one up? Or another one where she's drunk? I mean, she's drunk all the time, though, so it's not really fair, right? I thought I had this up here. Maybe. No. Is this it? No. I need to find that other Pelosi video real quick for you, bosses. Yeah, here we go. I found it. I got it for you. Real quick there. Look how quick I am. Quick on the draw. So this one. I'm just trying to show you all, I guess, at this point. This episode is all about trying to show you how crazy these people are in the world in this day and age. I called the episode Can't Wait for Tomorrow because I can't wait for tomorrow for two reasons. Number one, it's ironic. And two, it's like I can't wait to see what else these people are going to do tomorrow. But on the ironic side, I'm like, what are they going to do tomorrow? Is it going to like ruin my life? Is it going to make prices of everything go up? Are they going to make all the wrong decisions like they do every day? I'm not making any money off Hoffcast. Why do I care if they benefit from this crap? All I do is try to talk to people about this and try to have a discussion and figure things out, you know? Tim's talk. What's up, my guy? What's up, Kylo boy? What's up, my man? Glad you're here tonight. So let's watch this extremely embarrassing video of someone who like helps run our nation. It's embarrassing. Now I can't find it again because I'm the worst host of all times. Probably the worst. But also, I'm not gonna lie, bosses. I was a little tired tonight, and didn't have the chance to prepare as well as I usually do. So give me the benefit of the doubt, please. Oh, okay. Here we go. I got it right here. Okay, so this is pure cringe. What is she wearing? A sleeping bag? She wearing a sleeping bag? Anyways, this could be considered cruel and unusual punishment. Pelosi reads a Bono. Oh, Bono sucks. And so does U2. They're the ones who put the U2 album on your iPhone and you can't take it off there. Poem for St. Patrick's Day celebrations. She celebrates St. Patrick's Day. She's not Irish in the least bit, probably, maybe a little bit, but she's 100% Irish on St. Patrick's Day. It says House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was slammed on social media over recitation of a poem written by U2 frontman Bono as a tribute to the people of Ukraine on St. Patrick's Day. Let's watch this crazy bitch read this poem. Because it's super embarrassing. And these are the people who run our world, and they shouldn't.
I got this message this morning from Bono. And most of us, we're always, whether we're in Ireland or here, whatever it is, Bono has been a very Irish part of our lives.
Fuck Bono.
And he said this. He said, "Oh, St. Patrick, he drove out the snakes with his prayers, but that's not all it takes. For the smoke symbolizes an evil that arises and hides in your heart as it breaks. And the evil from the darkness that lives in some men, but in sorrow and fear, that's when saints can appear to drive out those old snakes once again. And they struggle for us to be free from the psycho in this human family. Ireland's sorrow and pain is now the Ukraine, and St. Patrick's name is now Zelensky."
Fuck this lizard people, New World Order propaganda shit that's going on right now. I want to throw up fucking listening to that. Oh my gosh. Dry heave. Oh, Bono. Oh, why didn't the Corvette take you? Oh, because you're an elite, and none of them were affected by it because no one really was. They just wanted you to get the jab, allegedly. Oh, Hoff's on a roll tonight. Huh. Hoff's on one tonight. Not gonna lie, I might not be too sharp tonight, but I am aggressive. There's no doubt about that. I am aggressive. I ain't taking shit from no one tonight, boys and ladies. Thanks, bosses, for being here. I really do appreciate you all, to be honest with you. Having a good time. Having a real good time. Hope you all are having a good time, too. Make friends with the comments. We should all be a big group here and just have fun. And just realize that we need to make fun of these people, because if we don't, then people will keep putting them as role models and on pedestals and propping them up to be something they're not, just because they get paid a lot of money to say things. We can't keep propping these people up. Look at the stupidity. Have I not shown enough stupidity tonight? How can I convince you? There's so many stupid. I know you bosses get it. I'm not talking about all you here. I'm just saying, anyone else watching this, you might be a normie, as we talked about earlier. I don't know what else I got to show you. These people are insane. Actually, I got something else to show you. I got something else, and this is a good. It's a good video. Never shown on Hoffcast ever before. I'm gonna share this video. Could get me banned. I'm just kidding. I show this every week.
Listen to you, Jared. This is to the kids.
That's right.
I hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
Well, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well. Merry Christmas, and let's go.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, where are you in Oregon? Where's your home? I think we lost him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. The streak stays alive, bosses. The streak stays alive. So let's check this. Let's check this out. Okay, so you guys kind of know the Corv. It's kind of like not a thing anymore. I don't know why. I guess since this war started or whatever you want to call it, like they don't really want to do. They're not talking about the Corv too much. They're trying to bring it back. I told you about that in China last week. Trying to bring it back some places. But when you see this crap coming up, you're gonna be like, okay, why? There's gotta be a reason behind it, right? Oh, there's gonna be a reason behind this. Hillary Clinton. Oh, she's an angel. Good old Hillary Clinton. We love her just like Whoopi the Huck Goldberg. Test positive for Corv. This is from today. She has mild. They always have mild symptoms, right? Yeah. None of the celebrities ever have real symptoms. None of them, or elites, or whatever you want to call them. None of them. That's all just the Queen. As far as I know, the Queen got over the Corv. She's 93. But you're telling me on the news that there's like a 22-year-old in the hospital on a ventilator dying from it, but the Queen, who's 93, got away scot-free? Get the fuck out of here. Just get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. Please just take it. and go and don't come back. That's the way I feel about that. Now I'm whispering. We saved 1.9. We spent $1.9 trillion, and you don't understand socialism or communism. Capitalism. Anyways, Hillary Clinton announced Tuesday night that she has tested for the Corps. Former Secretary of State said on Twitter, good old Twitter. She is experiencing mild symptoms, but otherwise feeling fine. You know why? Because it's a lie. Allegedly. It's a lie. Clinton said her husband, former president, biggest joke president of all time, Bill Clinton. You can make so many jokes about that guy. Oh, no. Am I still here, bosses? They're forcing me to they're taking my tabs out here. Dang, am I back? Am I back? F. That just destroyed everything. Started talking about Hillary and Bill. Took it down real quick. They annihilated the whole thing. Anyways, bosses, I lost like my entire tab. But I'm not gonna give up. You know. I don't give up here. We're gonna get this show right back on track. Globalist lizard Joe Brandon, alleged president, says there's a new world order. They've been trying to tell us that there's no new world order. And if you're a conspiracy theorist, then the new world order is BS. There's no such thing as that sort of thing. No, there's no new world order. That's just made up nonsense. Even though I've shown it here many times where on my show, people talk about it. That crazy goblin lady from Australia. You know, she looked like a goblin. She's talking about the New World Order. So watch this video of Brandon.
You know, we are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And
you got the
since
numbers
then,
right.
we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people dying, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. We've got to lead it. We've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So
There
anyway,
we go. There we go. There you have it. I know we were just talking about hopefully I can find this. I don't know if I can still find it. Yeah, let me just search it now. I have to search it because I lost all my tabs, so I got to search this now. So stay tuned, bosses. I'm still here. Don't worry, we're back on track now, and thank you all for being here, by the way, and being patient with all that stuff. Barb says, oh, there's that handsome face. There you are. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Courtney, yeah, I hope you're having a good time. So John Ortiz, I had a boss called very similar name to that. I love that guy. Good guy. Regardless, we just saw how Hillary, I think that literally got me kicked off whenever I was talking about the Clintons. So I'll try to be a little bit better about that. But then you look at this, and right at the same time as Hillary Clinton testing, White House press sec Jen Psaki tests positive. She's been double jabbed and boosted allegedly. Now look at that crazy Muppet. And just what a convenient time to step away from the media eye. Just when you Hunter Biden's coming out with the laptop, and then you got the Russia stuff. You don't want to answer questions. Of course, you're gonna say, "Hey, yeah, I got the Corvette." No one's getting Corvette. In my personal life where I work, I know a lot of people, like hundreds of people. I haven't heard of anyone getting Corv in months. This is a lie. This allegedly. This is a cover-up. It says White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, I got a story about that here in a minute, announced on Tuesday that she has tested positive for a second time, even though being jabbed and boosted. Less than 1 day before alleged President Brandon is scheduled to depart for his trip to Brussels and Warsaw. She don't want to talk on none of that stuff. No. Today, in preparation for travel to Europe, she says, I took a PCR test this morning. That test came back positive, which means I will be adhering to CDC guidance and no longer be traveling on the president's trip to Europe. Psaki said in a White House statement. Oh, how convenient. Even though those tests are allegedly not the best. Psaki said she would work from home and return a Zoom call probably and return to working in person at the conclusion of a 5-day isolation period and a negative test. Biden, who Psaki had previously said tested negative for COVID on Monday, also tested negative on Tuesday. So, what's going on here is it's an excuse to get out of it. It's like, I know no one will get this reference, but the National Hockey League has an all-star game every year. And every year, Sidney Crosby comes up with a new excuse to get out of going to that. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm pretty sure he's probably used core for probably a few years now. But anyways, it's easy to make an excuse up. Why would Psaki travel there anyway? She's supposed to be the press secretary here. I don't know. What I wanted to tell you all bosses here tonight is a personal story right now. Cheers to y'all. The other night, I'm not going to lie to you, I had a dream about Jen Psaki. Yeah. So I went, in my dream, I was at a press conference at the White House. Your dreams always look distorted. She was up there, Jen Psaki was up there talking, And I was down there. I guess I was Peter, I guess in my dream I was Peter Ducey or whatever. But I looked up at Jen Psaki and I saw her. And she looked at me right back in my eyes. And I gave her a scowl. I gave her a scowl from hell in my dream. And she scowled back at me. And there's all kinds of people around. And she comes down. No words were really said. She comes down off the stage, down the steps. She comes around to me and she just wham! Knocks me out, slams him in my face with her fist. So I had a dream where Jen Psaki punched me in the face. And you know what? I guess I give credit to her for at least standing up, but fuck Jen Psaki. It's a true thing. That really happened. I woke up laughing. Literally. So, bosses, I wanted to talk more about the Hunter Brandon stuff going on tonight, or this week. But I just don't think it's going to happen with the issues I've been having with the stream tonight, with the tab shutting off and not. Maybe I can get some of it back up. If not, we're just going to watch some UFO videos and head out for too long. Maybe have an after show hangout. Because did a lot of work to get all these tabs up and then they kicked me off as soon as I started talking about Clintons. Go figure. As soon as I did. Watch a couple more videos here, I guess. Then put up some UFO videos. I might call it an early night tonight. Courtney says, I'm back. I'm all giddy. Me too. I'm back too. I didn't think I was going to come back after they shut me down there a minute ago. Thank you all bosses for coming back. Appreciate you. Real There you are. Made it at the end. Woke up from your nap. I hope it was a good nap, man. I hope you dreamed about Jim Psaki during your nap. All right, let's see this here. Video shows Russia using hypersonic missile, which travels 10 times the speed of sound, hitting Ukrainian target. The target was probably U.S. Equipment.
Вот ебать это пизда нахуй! Ебать!
Hypersonic, that sounds pretty crazy, right? All right, what else we got here? I might wrap this up early tonight because I did have more stuff, but this just totally threw me off. The whole thing totally threw me off. See, I think I'm going to do a couple, do some UFO videos and then put the old invite in the chat for anyone who wants to come backstage, hang out after the show. I really had a better show set up for tonight, but it didn't happen. I'm kind of tired. It's just the way it happened, you know. I'm sorry about that. One of those days, you know, like me, it was just one of those days. I had a great day yesterday. Yesterday was one of the greatest days ever for me. I had a great day yesterday. Today just been kind of like, hey, it's kind of just been kind of weird, you know. It's like I'm still in a dream or something. It's kind of weird. You ever feel like that some days, bosses? Like you just wake up and you're still in a dream. Things they're just not working out, you know. Anyways, let's check out some Mobby 777 as always. We're gonna do a shorter one tonight, and once again, I'm sorry, bosses, but you are welcome. You're all welcome here to go to the after show hangout for sure. So let's see what we got here. Well, we got lots of stuff going on here. All right, I like all this. I like this one right here. Check this one out. Gotta mute that crap because ads. Okay, here we go. So this one's like a fisheye lens kind of view. That thing's pretty crazy. It's erratic all over the place. Dang. Whoa. That's under the tree line. It's kind of weird. Doesn't look CGI. It's got a trail behind it. But it's definitely like it's not moving in a straight line. It's going all over the place. Enlighten, what's up? How you doing? How you doing tonight? Enlighten says, I wake up and it's a matrix simulation, symbols everywhere. And Courtney says, every single minute of every day. Yeah. See, I'm going to do a short one tonight. I'm sorry, bosses. But I am going to put the invite in the chat right now. I'm going to do about, I'm going to go to 11, I guess, with the show. Probably cut it off there. If you want to come backstage, hang out, I will be up for a while. I just lost on my show tonight. That was a bad mix-up and whatnot. But I think up to this, I think I said enough, to be honest with you, to get me in trouble. So I don't want to say too much more anyway. Barb says looks like a rocket out of control. Real says stunt drone. Saw one of those at night. Freaked me out. Thought it was a UFO. That's pretty fast for a drone. I mean, it's not big enough to be. I don't think that the actual object is large enough to be like a spaceship, because you can see it under the tree line. It's not that big. If it was above the tree line, that'd be a different story. You couldn't tell the size of it. Oh, look at this here. I like when you get the person who's recording. I like the commentary. They get, Got some unsolved mysteries music going on here. Probably copyrighted. Probably shouldn't play that. Probably should mute that. Isn't that the unsolved mysteries music? If I could find this my favorite UFO video, I would love to show it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's still up. I haven't seen it in years. I do like the Phoenix lights, I guess. But that doesn't hold a candle to the torch of this one, if I can find it. But no promises here. I don't know if I can find this one. Such a good video. Oh my gosh. I don't think this is the one, is it? Nope. I don't think I can find it, but it was good stuff. You know what I'm talking about? It was. I'm on a mission to try to find it while we're still watching this one. I don't want to even search this. I guess I have to, but don't think it's gonna happen. Nope, can't find it. I wish I could find that video. Can't find it. This just looks like a Tic Tac up in the air. You know, sometimes they call the UFOs Tic Tac UFOs. Sometimes they're cigar shaped. Sometimes they're saucer shaped. Those are just the real world objects that we see, that we relate to these crafts up in the sky. So anyways, yeah, I'm actually pretty dang worn out tonight. I'm gonna call it a night soon. I got a couple guests backstage. Got Barb and Real. If any of y'all want to come backstage, the link is in the chat. Throw it in there again. If you do want to come by, be here for a minute. But make sure that you go to Hoffcast.com. I'll share that again real quick here. Make sure you check out Hoffcast.com. That's where you can go if you want to know where the next Hoffcast stream will be. I'm going to have a stream on Thursday with Lee from the Ravens Outpost. So I'm very excited about that. Check that out. It should be at 8 p.m. on Thursday. Like the video. I know this wasn't the best Hoffcast ever. A little low key tonight. I got amped up there for a minute, but a little low key. I'm a little upset about the old losing my whole plan for the show. But other than that, I had a good time. I had a good time with all you bosses. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on Thursday. If not, every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. EST. Thank you all for being here. Cheers to you. Hoff signing off.